Hello everyone, welcome to my video. Today I like to talk about the true Dharma or Nirvana for early people who have the most wisdom. If you are a real person who want to attain Nirvana this life, you have to listen to me early, because I have attained Nirvana for 19 years. I'm ready to help everyone on this earth to attain Nirvana this life as well. I'm ready. But are you ready? Can you hear me? But are you ready? Can you hear me? It's up to you. You know, the topic to speak in this video, let's take a look. Realization of the thoughts is Daeng guitars as why to end suffering. You know, due to the true Dhamma in Buddhism, it's not possible to teach it other, because there is nothing to teach. This is the reason that I have to borrow the fictional language to create content and story to talk to you first and about the various ideas or thought processes. And this video, I don't teach you anything, but I have to borrow the fictional language to create content and story to talk to you first and about the various ideas or thought processes. You know, if you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, the best way in this world is realization of the thought. The Lord Buddha taught people to attain Nirvana this life, because achieving Nirvana is the end of all suffering, because there is no cause to be born anymore. Everything on this earth is soulless. It's not an ego. Everything on this earth is impermanent, because it's deteriorating all the time. You know, if you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, you must try to understand every story I convey in the video, and consider along as I said over and over again until it goes deep into your heart. Then you will understand it, and finally you will have opportunity to attain Nirvana this life. Can you understand me? The topic to speak in this video, I say realization of the thoughts is Daeng guitars as why to end suffering. I don't teach you anything, but I recommend you to use realization of the thought to solve life problem and end of all suffering. You know, the true Dhamma in Buddhism is the universal truth. The word universal truth, the word thought process, the word true Dhamma in Buddhism is just the fictional language that's first understand temporarily is other in the video. Can you understand me? The true Dhamma in Buddhism is not possible to teach each other, because there is nothing to teach. Every story I convey in the video, I don't teach you anything, but I have to borrow the fictional language to create content and story to talk to you for understanding about the various ideas or thought processes. You know, every story I convey in the video, I have to speak over and over again. I have to speak over and over again, because there's nothing to teach. Don't get bored. Don't get bored of this story. If you want to solve life's problem, if you want to end of all suffering, The best way in this world is realization of the thought. Meditation and mindfulness training cannot solve right problem. I want to know, when you meditate, have you ever reached to the peace of mind? You just do the body gesture like this, and you will believe that this is meditation. No, not at all. You were taught to believe this is meditation. But in reality, you see in the way you see, I show you like this. It doesn't mean anything. It has no meaning as we understand it. It doesn't have the fictional language to say, what you see now, it doesn't mean anything. You see in the way you see. I show you this gesture. Or you see in the way you see. It doesn't mean meditation. It doesn't mean mindfulness training. Can you understand me? Because our true self is doesn't really exist. Aha! Our true self is doesn't really exist. You know, if you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, I have to speak this over and over again. I have to speak this over and over again. Don't get bored of it. If you want to solve life problem, you know, if you want to end all suffering, asking and answering about solve life problem, about end all suffering, cannot solve life problem. Can you understand me? Cannot end suffering. The realization of a thought is the best way. And this video, I say, realization of the thoughts is Daeng guitar's advice to end suffering. I don't teach you anything, but Dharma teachers on this earth will teach you to believe every story they convey, and you will believe it. I'm different from the other because I don't teach you anything. When you listen to me, you must try to understand every story I convey and consider along as I said over and over again. When you listen to me, when you understand it, don't believe me, don't conclude, don't deny, and don't teach another. Because I don't teach you anything. I say this, that is sound strange, because you have never heard someone say like me before. You know, the best way to end all suffering, I recommend you. The best way to end all suffering, I recommend you. The realization of the thought, I recommend you. I recommend you the best way to end all suffering, the best way to end all suffering, I recommend you. The best way to end all suffering is until you can realize your thought. Until you can realize your thoughts, that means you have mindfulness and wisdom to end all suffering, and finally you can live without wanting happiness and without suffering. Please bear in mind.